I'm playing to win, back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and all eyes are on the Packers' rocket arm quarterback. After his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Packers and the Panthers on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight, we've got one last present under the tree, our final Monday Nighter of the year, between the Green Bay Packers and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They've gone a full half season since their last loss, winners of 8 in a row.
And you don't get on win streaks like this without your defense playing a big role. They've created quite an identity, and I know they want and expect this streak to get to 9.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. We might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Packers.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
The pass on first down. Complete to Romeo.
To throw on second down. Holly. Completes it again to Doubs. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. An inside give to Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool, he looks calm, he looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now, way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Yetur Gross-Matos. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Holly. And this one is incomplete.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
And his kick here is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of Michigan State. The former Spartan, it's Kirk Cousins.
And one nice thing you can always say about Kirk Cousins is that he's consistent. Always puts up nice numbers each and every year. If there is a downside to his game, it's been the lack of playoff success. All in all, though, a formidable starting quarterback at a time in the league where it's tough to find your franchise guy.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. The numbers in last week's bowl game for Robinson. 25 carries, 120 yards even.
And they've already clinched the playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
Cousins throw complete there to Johnson.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. The Panthers at 11-4 now on the year. They've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Here's Robinson again on 2nd down.
Able to slither by. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. On play action, Cousins.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, a strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive room right here.
A first down throw for Cousins. Now he's forced out right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. Wide open receiver, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
You got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Robinson with another carry.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
First carry now for Alexander Madison. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Cousins to throw it. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. On the defense, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. And it's about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch, and the Lutz with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And Carolina scores to cap it off. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Holly. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Up the middle, Jones. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw. Holly. And this one too low.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Holly steps away to his left. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They had no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The offense running out, and we shine the spotlight on the undrafted revelation, James Robinson. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
A nice little juke. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing, Cousins. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Cousins now from the 50.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. On third down, Cousins. Here's a screen for Robinson. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Throwing on first down. Holly. His throw incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Holly. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Holly. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete as well. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Cousins on first down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Robinson up the middle. And down to the 36-yard line here. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Robinson will try to pick it up. They juked him. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Hand off now to Robinson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 91 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
That's complete to Lazard. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the gun on third down. Holly got Dobbs over the middle. And he's going to have the Packers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Holly.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you definitely got to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
The give is to Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. That's complete right side to Lazard.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Look at the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
And I believe they've buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Dancing to his... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
On 3rd down, here's Dillon. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 4th down and no hesitation from Matt LaFleur as he sends out the field goal unit. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good. So that, Charles, a season long. And since he's a rookie, I guess we can go ahead and call that.
I love how you put that together because, you know, so everyone at home was saying, okay, has to be career, right, since he's a rookie. Well done by you, but I definitely like what I've seen from him so far this year. Very distinguished college career. He's looking right at home here in the NFL.
The offense running out, and we shine the spotlight on the undrafted revelation, James Robinson. He's in his zone, 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw, Cousins. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. That last pass might be one he remembers, Charles. He's now over 40,000 career passing yards.
And just think of the evolution of the passing game in the NFL. 40,000 at one time was unthinkable. No one thought anyone would ever get there. Now, how many guys have done it in the NFL?
Yeah, right around 20.
So we're talking a good number that have gotten that done, throwing the ball downfield. He's got a lot to be proud of and a lot more left to accomplish.
Here's Johnson with a reception. Touchdown! Tyler Johnson as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. A drive there of just 4 plays, and the end result, a Panthers touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where it was the visiting Chargers who were able to come in and steal one on the road. Justin Herbert, excellent in the W, as his guys get victory number 12 on the year. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And it was the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars that go home with the victory. Trevor Lawrence, over 300 yards through the air with a touchdown pass as well. And on now to a check on the next-gen stats in that first half for the Packers. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches out in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Play fake, Cousins. And he slings one that's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Holly. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. On 2nd down, Dillon fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Holly. They'll set up a screen for Dillon. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Cousins. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Preston Smith, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And caught by Trimble. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Here's Cousins. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers take a 3-touchdown lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, as one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. A drive that time of 6 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance, as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, don't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken.
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now, to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Operating from the gun, Holly. He's got to hook up to Lazard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Holly.
Got a man. That's Lazard. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Dillon on the inside give. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Back to throw. Holly. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Alan Lazard, 42 yards. And the Packers get a bit closer. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2.
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Here comes Kirk Cousins now to lead his offense back out there. He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed, it's
snail's pace.
Oh, snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants. Feels like he has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that.
On the give, here's Robinson.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throwing is Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Brings up second and goal.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on first down, then ran it on second down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important third down try?
Third and goal for Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Taking it about the 1.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Looking to throw on second down. Holly.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Holly. Able to find Lazard. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big 30-yard play on third.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Running right, Jones.
Yeah, boy, this defense is making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun now on third down. He'll get this to Lazard. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw. Holly. And that's going to be incomplete. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Operating from the gun. Holly. And that is incomplete.
Fourth down and no hesitation from Matt LaFleur as he sends out the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores. You know that they were thinking second half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. They begin the drive with Robinson. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to 43. 122 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Back to Robinson now on first down. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Robinson with another carry. Room here to run. He did it again. Touchdown, Carolina. James Robinson, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, by my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they looked out of sorts all game long. That was definitely not one of their better efforts right there.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and a long run there in the end to top it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing again. Holly. Caught by Cobb.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
One with a dime set. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42. Back to throw again. He'll go right back to Tunyon. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. On first down, Holly. Flushed up, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Burns in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. Third and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first, and the Panthers will get the football back.
No surprise, they try to throw the ball on fourth down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get
right?
your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone, get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 172 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Robinson, he'll try the left side. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Play action now. Cousins. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 40-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Alan Lazard and the rest of the Packers back out for another drive. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
To throw on 2nd down, Holly. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Holly. Slant route, he's got Dobbs. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Looking to throw. Holly. Completes it again to Dobbs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. The throw over the middle taken in. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. To throw on 3rd down, Holly.
got a man. It's Tunyon. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They'll look to throw again. Looking left sideline, incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Holly. That's complete right side to Lazard. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's complete to Cobb. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Holly. And his throw here is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Holly. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. On 4th down, Holly. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now, because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away, because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Carolina, they improve their mark to 12-4 with 1 game to go.
Petty don't matter. Far as that teller, I pray to God they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now a better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should have been to prison. Don't boy remorse, no cases pinned. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. Say, what you talking that funky, dip about my face, wearing that monkey, not that might give you life advice. Get some money, get some money.